Wildstar is the most recent subscription-based MMO to go free-to-play, as the system launched as Wildstar Reloaded on September 29th, 2015. The game's development started with a group of former Blizzard Entertainment employees who formed their own company called Carbine Studios. The studio was acquired by NCSoft in 2007, a company best known for publishing Guild Wars 1 and 2. They allowed the game's long development cycle to continue under their umbrella. Wildstar was eventually released in June of 2014 and received positive reviews, but it faced a couple of problems. One is the fact that it's a solid MMO, but there are so many other MMOs out there that it was difficult for this game to carve a niche in such an established market. The second problem is that subscription-based MMOs are an increasingly hard sell these days. Just as we've seen with Star Wars: The Old Republic and Elder Scrolls Online, Wildstar wasn't able to convince its players that the game was worth a monthly fee. One thing that is clear is that a lot of effort was put in to make the game's overworld as interesting as possible. There's a lot more to do than just quests when you enter a new area in the game. First off, during character creation, you can choose one of 4 paths that determines what kind of side missions you'll unlock in addition to the story quests. Scientists have new ways of studying the planet and its native life. Soldiers have beacons that they need to defend against waves of enemies. Settlers gather resources and use them to build structures that buff other players, and explorers find hidden paths to discover secret areas. There are also challenges that will pop up when you enter certain areas, including combat and item challenges, and these challenges are repeatable if you want to earn extra rewards. You definitely won't spend much time looking for something to do in this game. The only problem with that is, it can make the game feel unfocused at times, but not as unfocused as the overall world design is. The game's setting and its characters are definitely not bland, but there are several surprisingly dark moments in what is otherwise a cartoonish game. The plot will open up with an ominous story about a mysterious ancient race and determined rebels fighting an impressive space empire. Then you're introduced to melodramatic characters with snarky lines. And then when you level up, or enter a new area of the game world, you'll hear announcements from a guy who sounds like he belongs in Guitar Hero.
Oh, you leveled up! Way to go, Cupcake!
The tone of the game feels nothing short of schizophrenic as a result. It comes across like it was written by 3 different people who were all fighting with each other about whether the game is supposed to be lighthearted, serious, or satirical. But how is this game as a free player? The good news is that all of the content pertaining to the core game functions is unrestricted. The game doesn't limit how many challenges you can participate in, or how many missions you can do to gain experience in your chosen vocational path. Also, the game's cash shop seems to be limiting itself to cosmetic items for now, so subscribers, called signature players in this game, won't be getting a shiny new overpowered weapon every month. What signature players get instead are cosmic points, which is a tiered system that allows them to unlock pets, mounts, and new costumes. This means that subscribers aren't anywhere near as overpowered in this game as they are in other MMOs, and a free player's character can actually keep up with them in PvE or PvP with a little extra effort. That being said, free players are going to have some restrictions. You'll encounter inconveniences that are unfortunately pretty common these days. You earn less experience and less currency than signature players, you have fewer slots in the bank, auction house, and commodity exchange, and signature players have a better chance of success when gathering certain materials. Social functions also have annoying restrictions. You can join guilds and war parties, but you can't create them or invite other players to them. The most annoying restriction for me, though, is being limited to 2 character slots. That's not 2 characters per server, that's 2 characters per account. So if you're looking for a group of players to join up with, you would better hope you pick a good server first time round, because you'll be forced to delete characters if you want to explore other servers. Even then, you had better hope that a signature player is willing to invite you to a guild or war party, because you can't send those invites yourself. Ultimately, these social functions are the only real downside for free players in Wildstar. If you're a solo player who doesn't care about making alts, this is easily one of the best free-to-play options out there. The majority of the benefits that come from paying for this game are cosmetic, and although there are hints that this may change when new content is released, the current state of the game is very friendly to free players. The only other obstacle to liking this game is its chaotic writing and character design. It's definitely jarring at first, but chances are good that you'll get over it after your first few hours. All things considered, this game is definitely worth checking out.